up, y'all? I'm Mark.
I'm Rafi.
Hey,
Ah,
I think
yeah.
that's the dead giveaway.
Anyways, hey, welcome back. It's Rafi and Mark, Mark and Rafi. I don't want to switch it up. It's Mark and Rafi.
It's
Uh,
Mark and Rafi.
we were trying to do some recording earlier, and I don't know if the audio was being recorded, so started it all
Here,
over again.
here we are, round two, day six?
Something like that at this point.
Day
Don't
six.
don't know. I want to believe that we're 100 days in,
It
and
feels like it, man. Day six, and like, man, everyone's got 20 minutes a day. You can do this. It is a lot to dedicate 20 minutes a day just to life is crazy, man. You always got something going on. But I
yeah.
mean, you can do 20 minutes a day towards this, but actually 20 minutes a day recording can be kind of difficult to wedge that time out and just have a quiet space if you're in my position where you don't really have your own space. So
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, we should probably try to make this more regimented just in general and try to pick out I know that you have like a lot of things going on and stuff, but like if and maybe if we try to like aim for a certain time just every day and stuff, that way we could try to plan our lives around that if possible and stuff. But I mean,
yeah,
hey, stuff is fluid. I know, life happens and stuff, so it is what it is. Um yeah. Like I said in the other video, my Packers lost. I'm bummed. It is what it is. Next season, Jordan Love, you gotta play better.
oh, yeah,
Uh,
all of that.
yeah. But since the last video, we have progressed. We picked out an email. We picked out a YouTube channel name, at least for the time being. We're just using our names. We picked out a channel description. Um, and we've been filming, but I just started, kind of really editing more. I'm not a trained editor, so the edits are
Yeah.
real basic and
Well,
real.
right now we're just filming and editing, getting all this stuff ready for when we're ready. Like I said, we were just starting, so here's the starting point, and
Yeah,
figured film along that way as we're trying to navigate this, build this thing. Because
yeah,
we still have to do our research exactly kind of how to do this as well, too, and bring it on here and share with you what we have found. So at the moment, haven't found a lot. Found out that my audio is booty, so we definitely need to step that up.
yeah.
I did buy a little chintzy little mic thing here that I can set up in my little corner. So we'll see how that works out. But no phones have the microphone jack, so that's another thing. But
Yeah.
also not trying to spend these dudes got like $5,000 microphones and stuff. We ain't at that stage yet. This is we'll put some pennies in and figure out until it starts generating revenue to get the things.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I was gonna say, yeah, to piggyback on that. Yeah, we haven't spent too much money. I want to say less than $100 or around that to get this setup going. And I feel like for the most part, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, and for not spending anything on mics and video cameras, I mean, I feel like the video looks pretty decent. The audio is not too bad, so. It's pretty good. We also did get a chance to show a couple of friends and family members, and they were able to give us some comments on the videos.
Yeah, but they all love us too much if we're being honest. They're way too sweet.
100%. I was just about to say
Feel like
that.
a 12-year-old kid bringing home like a macaroni jar or something. I don't know. It's probably not 12-year-olds, but they're like, oh my God, it's amazing. I was like, y'all, calm down now. It's just us chit-chatting right now. We haven't even figured it out yet.
Right, right, right. I was gonna say,
We
yeah,
didn't talk about actually anything yet.
right. They gave way too many compliments. Although I will say, I did show my mom, and my mom kind of was trying to give me some critiques on it. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about publishing one of the videos tonight. And she was like, what? No, don't you want to do this, and this, and this? And I was like,
Uh,
let's just put it up there. Let's just show some growth and progression. If we show the first video and it's all jacked up, the next video hopefully will look better and stuff like that. So
yeah. A little bit of progression each one. And I mean, we're still trying to figure out the outline of how we're going to try to progress this. And we're still what we got to do. I mean, this is a weekend, so we're maybe a couple hours invested. Like, of course, we've talked about this, and like everyone does when you're out at the bar, you're like, we should do something. Well, this is where it's at, yeah. But we haven't actually done the doing something yet.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, this is
And I don't know how many more episodes we could go through. Well, we still haven't done anything yet, so we are gonna get there. That much I know. It's just I don't know about your life, but my life is quite hectic at the moment. You know, I just got back not even a month ago, and still trying to settle into that. But good news, I did just talk to someone back in Belgium today, and they said my car is no longer there. So
nice.
progress. I should maybe be getting a car in a month or so. So that's nice.
Yeah, yeah. That's hey, look, positive. We gotta think positive and positive things happen. Gotta take our, the small wins when they hit. But I mean, beyond just the progress of us figuring out this whole like sheding, this whole, skit, um, we also gotta, remember that, hey, we're here to kind of give some of our like life experiences and stuff like that. And then also, you know, tell folks that, hey, look, right now YouTube is putting it out there that hey, they want small content creators to be like creating stuff as well.
Yeah.
So for sure we gotta make sure that the people remember that that's the reason we're even doing this.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
that's
For
one
sure.
of the reasons that we're even doing it is to promote that, and so hopefully this helps the next person who sees it like, hey, yo, like these two guys are doing it, I can do it too, and
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
they'll put out, whatever they want to put out and stuff.
I mean, there's 7 billion people on the planet. We all got an interesting story, right? Like,
Yeah,
come share, come tell us about it. Come create your own thing. Like, I
yeah.
mean, everybody's sitting out there. You got something to say. Like, share.
Right. And actually, to add on to that, I was talking to one of my friends today as I was just showing them our page and stuff, and they were like, "Oh yeah, hey yo, I have my own little page and stuff I'm doing too, and I'm actually kind of interested to kind of hear where how you guys progress through it because it is an interesting angle you guys are doing, and I have heard other people trying to take that same angle and whatnot, so. I think I don't know, that sounded positive to me, like, oh, well, maybe we are going in the right, direction and stuff like that. And, you know,
Yeah.
other folks might be doing the same thing.
No, for sure. And then there's always the opportunity to branch out, like this base one is just how to grow a YouTube channel. And you said like sharing our life experiences.
Mhm.
But I mean, we both travel a lot, all these other things. It could open up into that or, even sports. There's so many different ways you could take it or just talk about the things you want to, and share that with everybody else. Because I think especially after COVID, when everyone was locked inside, all that stuff, everyone was just looking for, something, and this is what we got. This is what we can come up with. I mean, we still haven't come up with everything yet, but we're gonna get there. I mean, I think what we really got to do is really do a little bit more research on figuring, well, obviously how to grow a YouTube channel. That's what this is all about. But I need to take some time and invest in that once I can settle in for a second.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that I totally feel that. And yeah, no, that's the gambit of this whole idea that we're trying to uh put together for everyone out there. So sorry if I sound a little bit under the weather. For some reason, my kind of woke up this morning kind of feeling a little bit kind of groggy, and so throat,
Oh,
those those feeling a little bit like I don't know, this feels a little groggy right now. So if I sound a little different, that's the reason why.
yeah, man. It's been a long week. It's what, Sunday night? Finally sat down to have some time and get out there. I was out
Yeah, and
splitting
then
wood
two,
and
I
all that
was
all day. It's been a week.
yeah, yeah. And then on top of that, I was yelling at the TV, like, Matt LaFleur, why?
Mhm.
Come on, Matt. Come on, Jordan.
What's wild is I haven't watched a football game this whole year except for that one time with you in Germany. Like that's the only football game I've watched this year, and I wasn't even really watching that game.
Man, I love football. And that's
I
my
mean, I
that's
do too, but it ain't easy sometimes, especially the time zone difference and all that stuff.
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. While you were over in Europe, I can see that being hard. But I
Or
mean,
when your team is just a nightmare to watch sometimes.
yeah,
But
yeah. Yeah, yeah. You got all the it's like you got all the pieces, but for some reason the pieces don't seem to work, like the circle's not going in the circle hole. Like, why?
yeah, that's exactly what's like watching the team play. Like, man, I picked the wrong one. That's always weird how that happens, right? Like, I'm a Dolphins fan because my dad's a Dolphins fan. How he became a Dolphins fan, oh, I like Dan Marino. Like, man, I grew up in New England. I could have been a Patriots fan for 20 years and just watched them dominate with everybody else. But no, I gotta be a Dolphins fan. Just sit here mad the whole time. Yep,
You
yep. Oh, that Wes Welker? Yeah, now that worked out real well. Super
know,
dope.
That's right. Y'all, Miami gave away Wes Welker. That's right.
Yeah, man. It's
Oh man.
been
Though, but
not great.
that's that's good for you though, man. My dad was a hardcore Cowboys fan though, and
Oof. Yeah, nah. Nope.
he wanted me to be a Cowboys fan, which would have worked out in the 90s. Like it would have been cool because I could have, could have won those three championships and really been there to,
Yeah.
to cheer on my
I
dad.
guess I missed my reign of error in the 70s for the Dolphins. You know,
Yeah.
maybe it'll come back again.
Yeah. You missed the Don Shula and the 72 Dolphin type era. Yeah. That was before we were all born.
Yeah.
But I will say in general, yeah, I don't know if this is a topic to even talk about, but like I will say I never really like listened to my dad on really anything as far as like sports teams or hobbies or anything. Like he was always big on like playing instruments and he always wanted me to play like a woodwind, like a flute or a saxophone or
You look like a flute dude. I could have
right.
made. How do you not have it? I can see you coming out of the corner, a little piccolo zone.
Yeah.
That's all you, Ravi.
Right, but I didn't. I played the piano and I played the violin. Like it's like almost like the exact opposite. And like he wanted me to be a Cowboys fan. I was like, nah, I'm doing Packers. He wanted me to be a Lakers fan. I was like, nah, I'm going with Golden State. But then Golden State was just horrible. So I followed Tim Hardaway to the Miami Heat. So I've been a Miami Heat fan since like the late 90s. And
Switching up, no loyalty, Rafi.
well, that's the only team I really switched up from. I really I never really liked any other football team besides the Packers. I kind of like for like a second liked the Oakland Raiders because I lived in Oakland when they came
Mm.
back to Oakland. But like
Yeah.
I was already a Packers fan at that point, so it was like, oh, well, it's too late. I already picked the green and yellow. But yeah, my dad wanted me to get into like the medical profession, and like
Naturally.
I just went total left. I was like, nah, I'm gonna do like engineering, which totally didn't work out for me at all. Um, yeah, man. I don't want to turn this into like, I didn't listen to my dad, so and things worked out, but I will say I didn't listen to him. I will say I probably should have listened to him a whole lot more. Maybe, maybe not necessarily with the like life decision stuff, like, as far as like being in the medical field. I don't actually feel like I would have been good in the medical field at all.
No,
Like
I don't think you don't seem the most helpful when stuff goes down. You're like, somebody else got Mark got that.
I just don't do well with like blood and guts and people yelling at me like when, "Yeah, you're trying to kill me. No, I'm trying to save you." Like,
Yeah, you got them only child vibes, dog.
yeah, exactly.
I grew up
Exactly.
in chaos and blood and screaming. Like, this is normal, man.
Yeah, see, right? And that's real. This is true that I will say being an only child-ish because I have step sisters and stuff, but yeah, I grew up in the house by myself. Yes, that's, you know, definitely has impacted my life. And I'm pretty sure it's
That's why
impacted your
you're
life.
Zen all the time. I mean, you're a little bit socially awkward, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you're all right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
pretty well socialized for an only child. We'll
Yeah.
give you that. You met some of
Right.
those ones, man. They out there.
And I will say, interacting with you, and you have multiple siblings. Like, I've noticed that people they just gravitate towards you. I'll never, without, obviously we're not going to name names, but just being in Europe or being in Belgium with you, and like having conversations with people that are like, well, I don't like him, but I want to hang out with him. And I'm like,
Ah.
what? That's weird. That's weird. Why? I mean, if you don't like him, just don't hang out with him. Why? I just don't like the things he says, but I really like hanging out with him. But like, well, I
I
mean,
just don't like anything about him. I just like being around him.
yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
But that's like a rare case. But in general, like most of the people I've interacted with you or what I've seen interact with you, they just love just being around you and just hanging out with you. Like you're just a cool person to like go out with. I remember we were in the UK and like it just seemed like you were just like that cool dude. Just people that didn't even know us were like wanting to come up to you and like
Because
want to
I'm like a
chat.
Labrador Retriever, man. I'm just excited to be here. Oh, hey, man. Hey, how are you? It's so wild though, because it's normal, man. If I just see another human, I'm like, oh, you too? You're one of me? Like, oh, human, what's up? Most people don't receive it that well, though. Like,
Right.
it's a numbers game. I'm gonna say hello to everybody. Hey, hi, hi.
Right.
Yeah.
Which brings me, which kind of makes me think like, how did we end up hanging out? Like, what do you like? What do you think was?
I'm honestly, yeah, I don't know, because I was big mad at you like every day in the office, just sitting there smiling, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, dude, it is way too early for that. Tone it down. But then I had my hippie awakening. I'm like, you know what? I mean, it didn't work early in the morning, dude. I can't be happy before 6 in the morning. Like, just leave me alone. Like, we saw that didn't go so well with the office. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I can be super happy like after 6. Like, I'll smile and say hello. In the Northeast, don't do that. People want to fight you. I'm like, make eye contact for a second. I'm like, oh, hello. They're like, oh, wow. I'm like, whoa, whoa, man, chill out, chill out.
So
But
you,
that's a different topic.
yeah. Nah, I feel that. That definitely the Northeast and just yeah, even when I was in New York, it was a different vibe of the, as far as interacting with people on the street that you didn't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It feels
But
like it feels being foreign or being back, like, and it's not even like I've been gone that long. It's only
mm,
like 3 years, and I come back and it's like, I was like, where are you from? I'm like, here, dude. I'm from here, right here. Like, nah, I'm not buying it.
well, is there anything that since you've been back, you've been like, yo, I miss this. Like this is something that I miss.
Walmart. I'm not gonna lie. Like just strolling around Walmart still blows my mind every time. And I'm just like, man, I bro, I was in Walmart the other day with my little brother and we were buying like Nerf guns for the kids. We had a little Nerf battle, super fun. I'm walking, do. Dude on a scooter just comes plowing through. I mean, this thing was moving, dude. Like I thought they had like speed limits and or weight limits. I don't know how they were, but my man was big cruising through this thing. It almost took me out. I was like, oh. He's just like, ah. Didn't even like, look at the neck, but he was just, ah. I'm like, I feel like I'm not in the wrong here. Like, I'm just cruising through the toy aisle. This is where children are probably inherently supposed to be. And you out here just booking it full throttle in the Go Mart. I don't know. Not, I digress. I'm just saying. It was awesome. I loved
Yeah,
it. But
yeah,
other
yeah,
than that, nah, ain't Chick-fil-A. Walmart and Chick-fil-A. I
yeah,
both.
yeah. I imagine that the food definitely, I feel like most Americans like, we like, different things, but we like American food. Like,
I don't think you're allowed to speak on behalf of all Americans, dude. You are a trash panda. The things I see you eat, man, it it's wild. It's wild.
I will say that I am
This
definitely.
man crushes Uncrustables like no one else's business. Like that is
To be
insane.
fair, I feel like every American should love an Uncrustable. Like you should know the Pledge of Allegiance, who's the president, and you should love Uncrustables. If you don't love Uncrustables, I mean, I get
I
it.
feel like
It's
unless you
got
got a
peanuts in it,
gang
so
of
you.
kids, there's no reason you can't slap a PB&J together. Like there's no way whatever pumped up preservative thing is in an Uncrustable is there's got to be something wrong with it. It don't
So
make
I'm gonna
no
break
money.
down your logic right here, bro. Look, I can fry up some stir fry, steak. I can like, heat up a tortilla and all this stuff, but I cannot make a Chipotle burrito. It's just something about how Chipotle makes them. It's just way too good. It's the same thing with that PB&J. It's something about how they do it when they take the crust off too, and then you take it out of the freezer, you let it sit for 30 minutes. It's the best PB&J sandwich like you can ever just get that's coming from like a company, man. I don't know. They put crack in it or something. Not crack, but they put some type of something in it that tastes good, man. It's
Yeah,
just different than regular.
I'm pretty sure that's all the stuff that's illegal to sell in Europe. Looking at, when you go to the commissary and pick up a product and they get the same product here, I'm like, yo, why has it got half the ingredients on here? And why I gotta be a scientist to know what half of these things are?
Hey, that's America, baby. America.
America. I
America.
like it. I'm messing with it.
Along those same lines, just since you've been back, what is one of the things that you're like, man? Back in America. This is something I didn't, I'm not pleased with. I don't like. I wish America would stop doing it.
Bro, how expensive every single thing is. Like, my situation. I just quit my job. I moved back. My wrist is broken, so I gotta like get this wrist surgery. I'm trying to navigate that. And the healthcare, one, outrageous, but just food, energy, everything. I was like, man, I thought we made all this stuff. Like, It's crazy expensive, dude. It's crazy expensive. I don't need to go into details with anyone about how expensive it is. Like it's not great.
Yeah.
But other than that, no man, it's cold. You know I don't like the cold, but that's not specific to the state. Like I am not a winter person, dude. Like I got the whole hat on. I gotta keep this wood stove getting fired so we got heat over here like it's the 1800s, man. And I thought I could press a button. I thought aircom was like that is, that's where I feel like Europe will never ever compare to America because you don't have air conditioning. I don't care. You want to tell me, oh, it's only just recently got hot. Stop it. You've been existing forever. Air conditioning does. Like, I don't want to sit here sweaty. And you don't have screens on your windows, so you just got Jurassic Park mosquitoes coming in, sounding like a Chinook taking off while I'm sleeping. Just, like, come on, man. Then they're, oh, why you Americans only? Well, you want a screen? Yeah, man. I don't want this pterodactyl bug up in here. Come get it. It's crazy. So like that, but I'm also living in the sticks with my brother right now, so he don't got aircon, so it's like a missed opportunity anyways.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, definitely Europe slipping with not having air conditioning and fans and screens. That's
All of it, all of
all
it.
of
They're
it.
like, no, we just like to sit here mad and sweaty. I'm like, cool, bro. That
Yeah.
is not for me.
Yeah, definitely not. But yeah, it's cold everywhere. It's actually like abnormal. Well, I won't say abnormally cold down here in Florida, but like it's gotten down to like 32 degrees, like literally like freezing temperatures.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know it's gotten cold here before, but yeah, this is probably about as cold as I've felt it in a while. So not really a fan of that. But I'm pretty. It's actually cold out in fact, in Amsterdam right now too. One of our friends out there. I think it was snowing there not too long ago. So
Man, it's always cold up in there. Like you get
yeah,
2 weeks of summer in Amsterdam, then it's cold and rainy.
cold rain.
I
Yeah,
love Amsterdam, man. That's my home.
yeah, it is.
But yeah, no, to be honest with you, I haven't really even like I've been back. I got back right before Christmas, like 2 days before Christmas. I've been just home for the holidays with my family. Like I haven't interacted with like but two humans that aren't direct family members. I don't have a car. I'm just whatever family member picks me up and takes me to the other family member's house. That's kind of how my life is working right now. But it'll
Yeah,
get there. It'll normalize, and I'm sure I'll have a list of pros and cons of what I like and don't like since I've been back.
yeah, yeah. No, I know you will, and I know that stuff's gonna get better just in general, just because you know I know we both like to progress in life, and we're both trying to figure this stuff out. So, especially this YouTube stuff, which I mean, I just hope we figure this stuff out fast, but at the same time, I don't mind it. We're gonna figure it out at, whatever pace we're gonna do it, and it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once I settle in more, I can actually sit down and put some more time into this. I haven't, but we are gonna figure this out. I mean,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
it's not an option. It might take us a little while. I mean, we're only a week in it, so give us some time, and
yeah.
you know, hopefully
Um,
all of you out there will be a little bit nice and give us some feedback. So
yeah, 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 definitely. The likes and subscribes, obviously, definitely gonna push that. I think, and this, I'm just shooting. Oop, brainstorming. Oop, my phone's ringing. Oh, turn that off. Oh,
amateur.
amateur,
This is
straight
what we like,
amateur,
people. You see what I got to put up with?
straight amateur. Unbelievable. Can you hear me still?
I can hear you. I don't see nothing.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
No, I'm coming back right now. I'm coming back. Oh
If
my
there's any
goodness.
other Rafis out there that want to apply for a position, I'm looking. So
Yeah. Yeah.
already committed
Unbelievable.
on the name, so we kind of got to stick with that.
I guess we gotta figure. Yeah, I guess I gotta. This is a learning situation. I gotta turn my ringer. I put the do not disturb on my phone while I'm recording.
Bush
Um,
League.
what was I saying? I forgot. But oh yeah, I was shooting out this idea. I was thinking that we could possibly do probably like publish like a video every other day or something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but
I mean, I think every day is going to be tough, like because we're gonna have to take time to do other stuff. And we're
mhm.
not gonna be able to record probably every day. I mean, maybe at some point we can get there. And we're trying now, but we've already missed what one day. Trying to record and stuff. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, time management. But then actually having a course of what we're discussing. Like right now, we're obviously you can tell we're kind of just going.
Shooting
Yeah.
from the hip.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is what you get. But once we have it more locked in, more dialed in, we'll understand what we're looking for. And then as we start getting feedback too and metrics and all that stuff, we can start showing how it works. Like
Hmm.
I think that's going
Yeah,
to be a big part of it because right now we have nothing. We're just talking about what we're going to do and haven't actually done it yet.
facts. That's 100% facts. And yeah, like we were saying in other previous videos as well, as folks have any questions and stuff, we can definitely answer those. Whether it be about this YouTube stuff, whether it be about us trying to figure it out, whether it be about just our own personal experiences, because we have, I believe, a lot. I know I've over my last 40 some odd years, it's been I've learned a lot. I learned a lot of things not to do and to do,
Yeah.
or wish I could
Mhm.
have done. So
I've certainly made a lot of mistakes I can share to save some people some time, but
yeah.
we're all on our personal journeys here, and that's the most exciting part, man. There's no right or wrong way about any of this. You just got to do stuff, right?
Facts. And with that, we can wrap it up here. Do you have any like final words or anything?
I mean, I always have my final words of love and peace and happiness because I'm a hippie. But yeah, man, I mean, enjoy life. Today is the day we made it, man. And whether it was a great day, bad day, all of that, it was the day, man. You are here. Glad you were here. Glad you were here, bud. And yeah, we're gonna pick this up. We're gonna get after this, man. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's real good. My final words are, hey, even if your team loses in the playoffs, don't worry, you're still gonna, live to see tomorrow. And just realize that every day is a new day, and every day is a new day to improve yourself. So, all right. And with that, I'm gonna hit stop recording.